What's going on, guys? Blake here, back for another video on the channel. And in this one, I'm going to be sharing with you a tutorial breaking down how I go about creating graphics for my personal brand. So I had a few people in the past week reach out to me asking me, Blake, what tool do you use to create your graphics for your live events on Facebook? So I figured today I'd make a quick video breaking down exactly how I do just that. All right, so with my screen shared now, what I'm going to do is just give you a quick walkthrough of what this tool is, how I use it, some examples of some graphics I've created, and also one additional Chrome extension that you can use to pair with Canva when it comes to graphic creation, matching colors, and making sure that your branding colors align across graphics that you make. So getting ready to think straight away, as you can see here, as I have pulled up on the screen, canva.com is the website that I use to create quick, easy, simple graphics on the fly. When it comes to graphics on, let's say, my channel, YouTube here. When we look at all these different thumbnails made from the very beginning, when we look at my very beginning videos released, like these ones all on the line here, this Facebook account, this Messenger one, this here, all of these were made via Canva. So as my business has grown, I've been able to take this off my plate so I don't have to constantly create YouTube thumbnails and graphics for all the YouTube content that I release on the channel. But when it comes to making other quick graphics on the fly, I still will do some graphic work from time to time again when I need to, for live events that pop up, for other things that I want to promote, and for product mockups, things like that as well. So I'm going to walk through some examples of that in a second, but just wanted to illustrate here on the channel some examples of some Canva thumbnails that I have made using all direct templates from Canva itself, and how that's developed over time now with me not using Canva anymore for these thumbnails, but know that it is possible to do this and to make quality thumbnails that stand out using Canva itself. Again, as we have this pulled up here, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to do so by clicking the subscribe button here now as you get the chance, and we will jump back over to Canva. All right, so now let's dive into an actual design and how to create a design here on Canva. First and foremost, all I was gonna do is click the top right button at the top, click create design, and it's going to give you a variety of options to choose from in terms of templates already set up in the correct size format for you to export from. So as you can see here, they have YouTube thumbnail, YouTube banner, Facebook posts, infographic, Instagram story ad, a bunch of different options in here. And as you click these, let's go to YouTube thumbnail like we were just on. The first thing it will do is auto preset and display a bunch of templates for you to play with. So let's say I'm making a YouTube video and I want to use one of these templates for a thumbnail. All I have to do is come into here. Let's say I want to use this one. I can edit the text as I wish by simply just clicking on the text, delete, type in, and then I could take this image out as well. And what I can do is just go to uploads here, and I got a couple of images of myself from previous uploads. This is one from an event that we did. We'll do this one here. So let's say I wanted to use this image of myself. I uploaded it on from my computer to Canva, drag it over to here. One of the nice new features that Canva now supports that they used to not have is the ability to remove background directly within Canva itself. So let's say I have this image here and I want to make this so there's no background, so I can just have it be myself sticking out with the text on the thumbnail. So what I can do is click edit image, and I can say background remover. Should be down here somewhere, right here, background remover. You'll click that once and it's going to auto generate their best version of it. If you want to make edits afterwards, erase some areas they missed or fill in some areas that weren't included. As you can see here, this one's a little bit trickier because my hands are resting on a table. So for the software to be able to auto remove background around this table, threw it off a little bit, but still pretty clean across the board for just auto generating the background removal. A really nice feature that I enjoy with Canva itself that they now have. And this, I believe, is only on the paid version, but again, they do have a free plan where you can still upload graphics and images. You just may not be able to use that background remove feature. One of the other great things that I love about Canva, especially the Pro plan, is the fact that you can resize to any size that you want. So let's say I was making this YouTube thumbnail and now I want to turn this into a story graphic. All I would do is click resize up here, and let's just search story for a Facebook story post, and I would click this, copy and resize, and now it's going to put this into vertical format. Now obviously we need to just move things around a little bit and make them bigger, but it's really easy to do because all I have to do here is just expand this open, pull this up, and again, this is just a quick example with this text on screen from the template. We're not going to be too precise with this, just showing you how you can move things around. You can move the image around. And even if you wanted to, you can go to elements that they have. So you can see now here a bunch of templates just for stories in the left pane. If you click elements next to that, they have a bunch of different elements that you can use too. So you can add video to this. You can actually create your own videos through this along with images. But the cool thing is you can add effects, such as, let's say we're making a story post and we want to add swipe up for access to this video. So we can add a little swipe up button here. Put this at the bottom. link the text, add a link to it, etc. You can add even just this graphic. Let's say you're asking people to reach out for a promotion that you're running. Little reminder to swipe up and reach out with some text above. You can add in text here. There's a bunch of different ones that you can use. And you can always add text over the top. So they have other versions of text on the left. We can click this one, edit this, test, and you can see that pop up directly. So a few different features that we just walked through here with Canva. Number one, showing you how you can take one graphic that you already have made, the foundation of it created, and you want to reuse that across different platforms such as Instagram stories, Facebook stories, a Facebook post. If you want to resize it, rather than having to make it over and over and over again with Canva and with Canva Pro, you can simply click resize and you can resize it to whatever graphic that you wish and adjust things from there. So we're gonna jump back out now from here and go back to designs. Here's another quick previous design that I had made. This is for a Facebook Live event. This is one that someone had reached out asking how I'd made this. Again, this was all just started with a template, and I uploaded my logo separately to Canva. If you have a logo with a white background behind it or a dark background behind it or some sort of color behind it, you can remove that background using this tool like I just showed you earlier in the video and be able to just drop this onto any area of the image so it has a transparent background, which is nice. And all I did was essentially just add blocks of text in, so you can add or blocks of shapes. Took this square, angled it to add a little bit of a graphic effect, and I pulled this out, colored this to the color. And now here's where we can talk about how to match and make sure that our branding aligns across from our logo to graphics that we make, to thumbnails that we make, etc. This is an important thing to me to put some extra focus on because it's a small thing, but to me it makes a big difference in making you stand out, showing that you're consistent with your brand colors, with your brand theme. And for me early on, when creating my Facebook community, starting to build my personal brand, I found myself falling in love with the process more and more. The more I made it my own, the more I pulled in colors that I'm passionate about, that I enjoy, and also designs, graphics, and branding that I align with and that I enjoy as well. So let's say you have this logo like Unleash CEOs right here that we have pulled up on screen, and you're making a graphic just like this rectangle here for a Facebook Live event. You want to make sure that the yellow that you have on screen, let's say we put this as red right now, we want to make the red yellow, and we want to make sure this red matches perfectly with our logo. A really easy tool to use, and this is for any image that you're pulling up. This doesn't have to be on a Canva graphic. This can be any image that you're pulling up that you want to match the color to, is a Chrome extension, as I'm on Google Chrome here, called Color Pick Eyedropper. It may be small as I have it pulled up here. You may not be able to see it at the top of the screen, but you should be able to see here as I scroll over. You see this little square that's popping up on screen. Once I click that Chrome extension, I can scroll over any color on this entire screen. And this, I could go to another website, I could go to my Facebook community, I could go anywhere and use this tool, and it's going to pull this element up. And what it's going to do is tell me the exact color code. So if I click here, this shows that my logo is an E9C028 color code. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to hit escape to get out of this Chrome extension. And when I click on this red that I want to change to match this gold, I'm going to click on the red. I'm going to click on the color square at the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select add a new color. And we're going to see this pop up show up in the very top left corner where I can paste this color code. And now it matches perfectly with my logo. So one simple hack or trick to match colors of your branding across graphics with your logo, etc., using a simple Chrome extension called Color Pick Eyedropper. I'll go ahead and link this Chrome extension in the description as well, along with the link to sign up for Canva as along. So this Chrome extension will be linked for you in the description below, and this is a free Chrome extension to grab and use itself. Along with that, I also have Canva linked below there for you as well. So coming back to things as we wrap up with this video. So before we wrap up this one, I'm going to touch on to one more graphic here that I had pulled up that I see on screen. This looks like it was a previous story template that I had made for a promotion that we were running and a campaign for our Post to Close workshop, our marketing and sales workshop called the Post to Close 2.0 workshop. So as we have this pulled up here, you can see I have this graphic made with just this gold and black that matches my logo and color, just like we did in the previous section. And I have pulled up this mock-up with a computer screen with the Post to Close members area, a mind map and whimsical map that we used on the workshop itself that you get access to as a member, as well as just a couple different mock-ups from the presentation of Post to Close. So for those of you wondering, how can I create mock-ups like this and add them to a story graphic on Canva, as we see here on screen? Super easy to do. But in this one, I explain in a different video, step by step, how to go about creating professional mockups for your digital products, just like you see here. And once you use that tool, you can export the image. It also directly integrates with Canva. So directly from that tool, you can push over your mockups directly to Canva into your account and add them to any graphic that you wish for stories, for thumbnails, for post graphics, etc. So that is going to be linked on a card here at the top of the screen. You'll see that pop up here now. And with that said, that is a wrap for this video as I walk through Canva. So as we finish up with this video, those were a few of my favorite features in Canva that I like to use, and as well as a few ways that you can start utilizing this tool and benefiting from it within your business as well as within your personal brand itself. If you got value from this one, be sure to smash the thumbs up button before you head out. And if you have not yet already, be sure to smash the subscribe button before you go as well. Any questions, comments, or thoughts on this tool as you dive into it or as you're using it, feel free to let me know in the comments and I will get back to those as soon as I can. With that said, I'm going to link that video here at the end on how to create those mockups for those that are interested. And again, links to the Chrome extension that is free to use and Canva that is free to sign up for is in the description below. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.